Now children will see sports and literature. Publishing of books and encyclopedias of sports is a newly developing enterprise. The history of Malcolm has been recently published. There is an encyclopedia on the subject of exercise. Some years ago, there was a sports magazine named Shatkar. There is a simple literature available in English on sports, ample literature available in English on sports. Some television channels are exclusively devoted to sports. Children, sports and literature. So, Malcolm, publishing on books on sports, it is also, the concept is also there. History of Malcolm has been recently published. According to Manisha Bhate, she was a historian. Malcolm and its various tactics were devised by Balabhat Deodhar, the physical trainer of Peshwa Bajirao. I told you in previous slides. She also notes that Balambhat was inspired watching monkeys while they lived played on trees. So Malcolm, the ancient sport of our country. So this type of history was written by Manisha Bhate. So different type of sports and their origin. So many books are also there. So many books were also written on sports also. It doesn't that books were written only in literature. No, only in various languages. No, books were also written in related to sports also. There is an encyclopedia on the subject of exercise. So many books are also published for various asanas. You must have given exam on in your PT subject. Various asanas are also there. Surya Namaskar, asana. So many books are also published in regard to that. There is an encyclopedia on the subject of exercise. Some years ago, there was sports magazine named Shatkar. One very popular sports magazine. When I was in college, I used to subscribe that book, that is Sports Star. I was very fond of that sports magazine because a big poster used to come in that cricket. Various famous cricketers, their big posters was attached to that magazine. So I used to purchase specially for that posters. So Sports Star were also very famous magazine in English. And about so many televisions are there. Sports television, Neo TV, sports channel, so many channels are there, no? So they also exclusively they telecast about various sports, international sports, isn't it? So many movies were also produced. So many movies, I no need to say about movies on sports. You know better than me. Recently, some movies on sports and biography of players have been released in various languages. For instance, the film मैरी कॉम एंड दंगल, उसके पहले आया था चक दे इंडिया. हाँ, वो क्रिकेट, वो अपने हॉकी के बारे में था. द प्रोसेस ऑफ मेकिंग अ मूवी रिक्वायर डीप स्टडी ऑफ पर्टिकुलर पीरियड ऑफ मूवी स्टोरी, लैंग्वेज, ड्रेसिंग स्टाइल, सोशल लाइफ एटसेट्रा ऑफ दैट पीरियड. Students of history are well trained to do research of that kind. Knowledge of history of sports is also essential for the writing articles in various publications like encyclopedia, newspaper, sports magazine, etc. So knowledge of history regarding sports is very very important. If you want to give a write up or an article about sports, you must go through its main idea or history, origin of that sports, how it developed, who are the famous players of that, what is the motive of playing of that games. So this type of knowledge is very important. So while writing any article in regarding sports, any encyclopedia related to sports, newspaper column, various newspaper, when they publish sports magazine, their section department is different. The sports department is there, sports magazine, etc. So this is about movie on sports. Now children, you must be thinking, what is the use of sports? There is no professional opportunities in sport. No children, there are so many professional opportunities regarding sports also. Sports journalism, isn't it? Sports journalism, journalism of different types. Although sports and history appears to be distant at subject, but there is a close tie between them. student of history can find many opportunities in field of sport journalism. One need to resort to history in order to write articles, reviews about sports event like Olympic or Asiad or national and international matches. So sport journalism, you need to go through about various sports. You need to do research, intense research in that particular sport if you want to become a sports journalist. Understood? And suppose any event is going on, so you must know about various sports, that how you are going to cover on that particular sports. So there are so many courses are also available in regard to sports journalism. Is it ठीक है?